Hi, Internet. My name is Alan Lenczycki. Thanks for joining me with my continuing series of Order of Protection videos. So, as I mentioned in some previous videos, I'm an attorney located in Lake County, Illinois, in Libertyville. And in Northern Illinois, there's a trend in orders of protection about their interpretation by a judge and then their enforcement by law enforcement. Okay, I want to talk about what is the perspective of somebody who has gotten one on their behalf against another person. Okay, so in a previous video, we talked about who's eligible for an order of protection. In an order of protection, you're eligible for one if you have been abused or harassed by a family or household member. And family member includes everybody that you think it includes, uncles and aunts and moms and dads and sisters and brothers and whatever. But it also includes in a household relationship, stuff that like a roommate. Okay, like if you had lived with somebody or you live with your brother and his girlfriend lives with you guys, anybody that's a household member, you're eligible for an order of protection against. Also people in dating relationships or former dating relationships. So like my ex-wife or my ex-boyfriend or whatever I've got, okay? So, but if you've gotten an order of protection on your behalf, cool. The way to get one is to go to the courthouse in downtown Waukegan or the other courthouses that are in other counties and apply to the court for one. In Waukegan, there is a charity called The Safe Place. They help people obtain orders of protection. They help you do the paperwork and file them. Other counties have similar programs. So check out your court website and see if they've got people that can help you do it. You can also retain a lawyer. A private attorney in an order of protection case may be anything from $1,500 to $3,000 as a retainer. That's what I've seen. Some of them may do them as a flat fee. Some of them may do them as hourly rates. So you want to call around or just call me, Alan Lenczycki. Anyway, if you've got an order of protection on your behalf against another party, well, what does that mean? First is, this is crazy, but you should read it, okay? People have a thing about not reading stuff. I get it. I mean, I've gone through my contract with Microsoft Word, and I agree. Come on, otherwise the thing's 40 pages long. But if you're going to the trouble to get an order of protection, you should read it, okay? Spend the 5 minutes to read it and understand it, because each of them has different terms about how the order protects you. And I want to also mention that the order of protection, its remedy, if it's violated, and by remedy I mean the thing that happens to the guy that violates it, is just a Class A misdemeanor. So for a truly crazy person, it's not the same thing as having a locked door or your cell phone with you or motion sensitive lights or security cameras or a Smith & Wesson. Those are the things that keep you safe in the moment. The order of protection deters most rational people. I'll just leave it at that, okay? If you've got an order of protection on your behalf, be familiar with its terms and understand what it protects and what it doesn't. Many of them will grant protection for your workplace, like 500 feet. Many of them will grant protection for your child's school, like if it's an X situation where we're having custody problems with our kid. It'll say he can't go to the school or she can't go to the school. So get familiar with those terms. And if you see a violation, don't just let it slide. Call the cops. If he drives by real slow, call the police. That's what they're there for. They're going to take your call seriously if you already have an existing order of protection. Okay. Don't ignore it. And if you've got an order of protection on your behalf against somebody else, don't break it yourself. I've seen that 1,000 times where somebody will say, you know what? I was mad at him 2 weeks ago. I got the order of protection, but now I'm going to call him just to talk about child support. I'm going to call him just to talk about, can we get back together or whatever. Don't violate it, because then if you ever want to get it enforced, the lawyer for the guy is going to waive that in court and say, well, weren't you talking to him? Well, the order, you weren't afraid of the guy because you were talking to him. Anyway, if you've got other questions or concerns about orders of protection, if you have an order of protection, give me a call, Alan Lenczycki. Thanks a lot.